Somebody up in here say, be like water.
Be like water.
You got to learn how to be like water, which means that you got to learn how to be flexible. What do I mean by that? You look at water, it looks harmless, don't it? Mm-hmm. But what happened in Louisiana and Texas? Mm-hmm. Water killed people. Water destroyed whole cities. So you got to learn how to be flexible. Although people may look at you and think that you're weak, but you got to be able to be powerful enough to cause damage in a good way.
Come on, Black Eyes, teach.
See, when God wants to start over with something, he will cause a lot of damage and start all over again. Some of y'all lives need to start all the way over again.
Come on, teach.
God got to come into your life and tear everything down that you learned, everything that you've been through, everything that your mama and your grandmama taught you that wasn't right. He got to tear all of that down and let you reach your lowest point to build you back up again. But you got to be willing to go through that process. You got to be flexible. When water is put in this bottle, that means that it's able to survive in the environment that it's put in.
Come on now. Come on.
You got to learn how to survive in school. You got to learn how to navigate through that environment. At home, you don't make the rules, but you mad at the rules that your mama and your daddy set for you because you are not thriving in that environment. You got to learn how. That's the only way you're going to be successful. The smartest people don't make it in society. They're not the most successful people, the smartest people. A lot of smart people right there in Burr Oak Cemetery, buried, because they thought they were smarter than the law. They thought they were smarter than the streets. It's not about being smart. It's about being flexible. Learning how to navigate in any environment that you are put in. You think I want to get up at 4:30 every morning? To leave the house at 5:45 to be at work on the west side of Chicago at Georgia Hospital at 7 o'clock? I don't want to do that. But in order for me to keep my job, I got to follow the rules and regulations of the place that I work at.
That's right.
As long as I follow the rules and regulations of the place that I work at, I'll get a check every 2 weeks. And when I get that check every 2 weeks, I'm able to pay my car note, and I'm able to put food on my table, and I'm able to put clothes on my family's back, and I'm able to pay my bills.
Come on now.
So we can't be emotional, young sons and young daughters. The baddest thing in life about you and about our people is our emotions.
Come on now.
We get so angry, we get so upset, somebody that pissed us off. Now we emotional. Now we want to go off. Now we want to say everything that comes to our mind, but you have no control over your emotions. What's the symbol of a cross? It got an upright and it got a vertical, right? That vertical side represents the lower nature of yourself. The lower nature of ourselves is our flesh. And that's what we get emotional about. The upright side represents our spirit. And as long as we got spirit controlling our flesh, we good. But the moment our flesh begins to control our spirit, that's when you're going to say something you don't mean. You're going to do something you don't mean. And you're going to make decisions that you should not be making. There's people up in jail right now because they made a decision off of one moment that they were emotional.
Bad choice. Shit.
They pulled the trigger. They pulled out a knife. They took some drugs. Oh, I'm sad. And this time of the year is the worst time of year. Because this is the Christmas holiday season. How many people know that the Christmas holiday season is a lie? Do you know what this season is really all about? It's about the worship of the sun in the sky. Somebody type in your Google search engines on your phone right now. Type in the shortest day of the year. Watch December the 21st comes up. It's called the winter solstice. So the people that worship gods, the god of the sun, according to Egyptology, there was a god named Horus, and there was an evil god named Set. Set represented the god of darkness. Horus represented the god of the sun. Set was Horus's uncle. So during this time of the year, Set, who was in a battle with his nephew Horus, sought to kill him. And on December the 21st, according to Egyptology, which is the shortest day of the year, December the 21st, it was said that Set killed his nephew Horus. Now when Horus was killed on December the 21st, they put him in a grave and he was in there for 3 days and 3 nights. December the 22nd, December the 23rd, and December the 24th. And what happened on December the 25th? He rose from his grave. So you know what they did? They put a tree planted where he was buried at. And then they put gold and silver on the tree. You know what those balls on that tree represent? Planets. You know what the lights on the tree represent? The constellations up in the sky. We're not even in the 12th month of the year. Somebody has lied to you. If you stop at a stop sign, it's in the shape of a what?
Octagon.
Octagon, because it has how many sides?
8.
So every word that starts with oct, O-C-T, means 8. What month do we have that starts with O-C-T?
October.
Now, when you're rounding to the nearest 10th, it's called decimal point. Decimal starts with what? 3 letters. D-E-C. A decade is how many years? 10 years. And a decade starts with what? D-E-C. Any word that starts with D-E-C means 10. So December is actually the 10th month of the year. October is the 8th month of the year. So they got you all flabbergasted. They got you all upset because you ain't receiving no love this time of the year. It's all a setup to set you down. But that's why we come giving you this knowledge of poetry. We come giving you this knowledge so that you can live and have life. We want to raise you from a dead level spiritually to a living level spiritually. See, Satan, as long as he can keep you in darkness,
Come on now.
in ignorance, he can win.
Come on, Blaq.
We hate everything that look like us. I got Africans at my job putting bleach cream on their face to make themselves more light-skinned. I'm telling you guys, it's a whole big trick out there. But I want to close and bring on the messenger by saying this. Dark-faced child, take away that frown. In the past, we proved that no one can keep us down. Dark-faced child, be the best you can be and have enough pride to say that there's no one better than me.
That's right.
Dark-faced child, let your mind be the key. Succeed in education. That's the only way you'll be free.
Come on, come on.
Dark-faced child, let your strength and knowledge break the chains, because the lesser you strive, the rougher the road remains. Dark-faced child, let you be the one that's being admired,
Come on.
instead of being the last one hired and the first one fired. Speaking firmly on belief, I will run that extra mile, and let no man and not any obstacle stop the dreams of this dark-faced child. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.